All right, guys, here we go. Back day. And y'all can see I'm at the lovely 1440. We're going to keep it a little short today. I did a lot of exercises on this day. We started off because they don't have a pullover machine here with rope pullovers on a cable using the ergonomic tricep handles. I have since got not an attachment. Well, it's an attachment, but functions more like a wrist strap that I can use now to do these single arm since this day. And I will be using those in the foreseeable future. But this is what I did. I started off here, got a nice little squeeze in it. I have it set to the highest setting. This is like an old school Life Fitness 4 station here. It was real good, real good. So I enjoyed training this day. I had a good time. It was good to be back. I don't want to say back home, but it's kind of like going back to the family house or whatever. Maybe not necessarily where you lived, but kind of like where you grew up or where somebody transitioned after they grew up, because this is the first gym locally that I actually had a membership to. Well, that I went to regularly. So, that I officially had a membership at. So, me and my boy Jose, shout out Jose, we did the Blood and Guts trainer. We didn't record any of it, but we did it here. All right, guys. So, now we are doing the MTS front pull down. I like the MTS line. All the machines you see me using today from the MTS line, if I could get them, if I could get the whole line, dare I say, for the most part, I probably would. But I don't have anywhere in my house to put them. And if I did that, my wife would be highly upset. Hey, but when I get that billion, there's going to be signs. There's going to be signs. I think this version is a little bit older. I like it, but I prefer to want to use that Planet Fitness. I think there may be slight differences between that one and this one. And no, I did not show you the one I used at Planet Fitness. Yes, I did get a Planet Fitness membership. I only like using the ones that have the MTS equipment, the Life Fitness equipment, and yeah. Sorry I'm out of breath, guys. I've just been a little busy. But I'm not really a fan of all the Matrix equipment. And different ones have different equipment, which makes me upset. But we're not talking about Planet Fitness. We're talking about this back session. So let's keep talking. Hammer strength, if you notice, the designs are pretty much the same. They've always pretty much been the same. But there's been slight changes to like handles and angles and stuff like that. So even though you can get a 30-year-old hammer strength machine and it's still rocking, right? You might get one 20 years ago, 10 years ago in a day, and there's subtle differences. So guys, hammer strength is not just putting out the same machine over and over again. There are minor differences that do make a difference, and you can feel it if you're paying attention. But if you do it right the first time, you ain't got to do it again and do it wrong. All right, guys. So now I'm doing the high row. The high row, a lot of people, I see them doing it and then trying to freak it to hit their lats. The reason I had to take a pause there is because y'all know, if y'all been watching on the plate loaded version, I have my little setup to hit the lats. But we're doing it for the upper back here, and it really felt good, let me tell you. It hit right where it needed to hit. Now, if I have access to the high row, I usually do the high row and place up my T-bar rows, but today I'm going to do both. So let me walk you through this real quick. I did the pullovers to get the lats warmed up, and then the front pull downs to finish off the lats because they already been pre-fatigued. A little bit of that Nautilus type stuff. But I wanted to switch the focus to different muscle groups in the back just to give the lats a little bit of a break. And that's what I did here. So 2 exercises for the lats, 2 exercises for, the lower traps, rhomboids, all that, mid back, whatever you want to call it. And we kind of kept it rocking like that, So yeah, this felt really good. I had a good pump this day. I may go back here soon I no longer have a membership to this gym, but I do get the day pass, and it was good to see everybody. I'm not lying to you. I got the No Compromise shirt on. I wish I got footage of my back day when I was at American Barbell last year. When I was there, with a lot of the guys from the Gasping Better Bodies team. Shout out Brett Wilkin. I got my photo with him. That was cool. I talked to him for a good amount of time too. So he was real cool. I didn't really talk to anybody else. God's sister Nino, you still owe me a picture, but I know you was busy. So he said he'd get me with the picture, but they had to run. He wasn't even at the event, but they were getting ready for the Arnold. So he came to help get everything set up and run out to that. But other than that, yeah. Y'all think he's a jerk. He's actually a cool guy, but he do got that temper. But let me tell y'all, you got to have a temper sometime to let folks know what time it is. You got to be able to be on go because folks do too much. I like this Life Fitness row. Probably one of the smoothest rows I've used, but there is a little bit of sticking in it. So I considered buying it. I'm probably not. Well, if I was, I would have been bought it. There's a few other rows. I would like to get the Hoist Rocket mid row. I know y'all mad I said that, but I would. I feel that one pretty decently in the last. Feel it the best. I have my creatine chewable tablets. Guys, I'm not a fan of gummies. I don't believe creatine gummies work. But the chewable tablets, Animal got them. And Mutant. I'm not sponsored by Mutant, but Mutant, if y'all want to sponsor your boy, come holler at me. Come holler at me. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not showing y'all all the sets here. I'm just showing y'all some stuff. So this is me hitting the plate just to see what it feels like because I just did those high rows. And I got to get a feel for it. They have another T-bar row here, chest supported, but they have it in another room now. Most people use this one. They don't use that one. I tried to see what they were going to do with it because I may try to commandeer it. Maybe I give it to the school or something, or use it, set up our little facility if they don't want it. But I'm the type of guy to where I'm like, yo, if you not using it, and I know somebody that can be blessed with it, I'm gonna try to bless them if I can. I'm gonna try to bless them. Okay. I got a lot of stuff in my pocket. These not these ones, but on my Better Bodies pants that I just got, I got a hole in the pocket the first day. I put them on and there was a hole in the pocket. I'm not dissing the brand, but that's crazy. I'm not even going to complain about having a hole in the pocket because I like the brand, but I want to complain because I was upset. But hey, it is what it is. The only reason I'm not saying anything is because I think maybe at some point I was going to get a hole in the pocket regardless. But it didn't have to come with a pre-made hole in the pocket. Let me make my own hole in the pocket. Gosh darn nabbit. Oh, man. Anyways, that was that. That wasn't the last set that I did. I'm just doing enough sets on here so y'all can see. I don't want to disturb the whole gym. Right? Now, I left this vertical because when I rotated it, it cut off the important part of the movement. This is, and if I could pick only one of these back machines to own, this might be the one. This is the MTS version of the Dorian Yates row. If you wanted to know what DY row stood for, it stands for Dorian Yates. And it's also the only one for back that you may find at a Planet Fitness. They got the front pull down and this. And I'm going to say Planet Fitness, great decision. You should have those MTS machines, just like you got the shoulder press and the incline, at every location. I don't care what you got there. You should have these at every location. And you need to have the Life Fitness line because Life Fitness line, I think, is better than some of that Matrix stuff that y'all got. Y'all should just have all y'all stuff at all locations moving forward. But definitely have a lying leg curl option. When you remove the Life Fitness from the 30-minute workout, you remove the lying hamstring curl option. And I only use it because there's some stuff there. I mean, there's a lot of gyms around, a lot of Planet Fitnesses when I'm traveling. So that's why I do that, if y'all wondering why I'm on it. Okay, this is some standard lat pull downs. It's funny because I was looking, that girl that y'all saw in the background, she was over here and I was watching to see when she was going to get done. And at one point she was smiling at me, not like smiling at me like she want to get with me, but that smile like trying to be nice smile, like, you know, like be courteous, have some manners. But I think that she thought I may have been checking her out, and I was just waiting to get on the machine. I mean, she's not bad looking. She's definitely not bad looking, so I could see that being a common plight that she may face. But I wasn't trying to look at her. I was just trying to see if she was going to get done with the machine. And once she got done, you best believe I was on there. And then I hit this nice little angle. This is the Star Trek version. The rebranded Nautilus, modern Nautilus version, which is just rebranded Star Trek, is actually a little bit better. The Human Sports machines that they brought out under Nautilus, the Nautilus name, are actually improvements on these machines. So as much as I like this machine, I do like the new one a little bit better. They have a seated one that y'all saw me use sometimes. I don't think I use it on this particular day. And it has the rows for the shoulders, the rear delts. I like that version on the new Nautilus also. So they really updated it, and I think they combined. I may be lying. They may not have combined them because they have those machines here too. So the Crunch Fitness, that's like 45 minutes away from me. They have those machines, and I love using them when I go there. If I'm going somewhere close to home, I'm definitely going to go here and use these machines. One of those things where the new version is like noticeably better, but the old version still gets it done, and it's still appreciated. And those wide pull downs you just saw me do, pulling into the lats, I heard that people feel that's the only way you can truly hit the lats, so I decided to superset with them today, and I like it. I wonder if I do like 8 weeks or something, just training like that, how my back's going to look. When y'all saw me doing them rows, those high rows or whatever that I just did on the machine that we're talking about, honestly, it felt good, but I didn't realize that it was changing my back how it was until a few weeks later, I looked at my back, like I took some pictures or whatever, and I saw improvement. And that was the only exercise that I had added. The initial exercise I did on this machine. And what's funny is I actually walked away from this machine, left my phone here, left the recording and everything for several minutes. Then I realized I left it and I came back. But what I'm going to tell you guys is that when you add an exercise, you should be able to tell it's working. You should not have any questions about it. But then, like, if you do it for like 6 weeks, you should know. And if you're attentive and you're lean enough, you probably should know in 3 weeks. Look, I got all this stuff in my pocket. It's not even a lot. It's just voluminous. Yo, why is there so much noise out here? Y'all hear that? Something's going on outside. Now I got to check on it. All right, sorry about that. There is a loud noise now. The neighbor's dogs are being mad loud. And coincidentally, the neighbors just pulled up. So I don't know what's up with that. But I'm doing seated calf raises. As you can see, I do seated calf raises every back day. So I do seated calf raises on back day. And I do toe presses on the leg extension. The leg press, or standing calf raises, or some kind of calf raise machine that has the same kind of angle on leg day. So I'm hitting calves twice a week. And I can't say that they're making massive gains, but they're improving. And that's all you can ask for. A lot of people say that they can't hit their calves. They can't grow their calves. But what a lot of people won't tell you is they're not training their calves. Okay? Train the calves like you train everything else. Progress on them. Be intentional. Take your time. Achilles tendon can store a lot of momentum in him. That wasn't the word. That wasn't the word I was looking for, but screw it. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all can bypass the calf muscle entirely, just irking and jerking it around and bouncing it. Pause. Get that nice stretch at the bottom. Take your time. Make love to the weights each set like you listening to some Keith Sweat. Here I'm hitting the abs. I hit them till they cramp up, and I cramped up pretty bad the other week. I didn't cramp up as bad here, but I did cramp. And yes, I do progressively overload the abdominals because you got to have those nice thick blocks if you want to walk that walk and be the cock of the walk at the same time I can do it, you know, because one thing is we don't want them thin baby abs around here. We're not in middle school. We got to get them nice and thick and blocky. Get them man abs. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, get them women abs. You know, you grown. You can't be out here with them paper thins. You got to get that development. Let them know you a real one out here. So that's what we doing. But it is a thin muscle. So don't be out here just snapping your stuff up and tearing your your abdomen open. Use wisdom, use caution, but progress. Okay? And this is actually my favorite one. There are other versions of this machine that they have. Not a fan. I don't know what's up with the how they made them, but not a fan. This machine, if I could own it, I would. Honestly, the ab machine I have, I'm not really a big fan of it, but I use it because it helps the lower abs a lot. But this, Yukon Fitness has a machine also, which may be better suited, or maybe I could get and I could do both of them, but I don't have space for all those ab machines. But if I could, I would get this. Definitely would. 100%. I told you, all these hammer strength MTS machines, I would get them and use them. Now, why am I showing y'all a completely different clip from a completely different time? Because this is the GetRx Lat Low Tower. I got the upgraded 300-pound stack. More on that later. But when I got this to replace what I had before, which I'm not sure if I uploaded the video talking about that, I realized that I can use this and make an angle similar to one which you just saw in the other machine, and more importantly, to the Nautilus Nitro pull down, which that and its Explode variant are pretty popular right now. And that's kind of why I wanted the Walrus at first. Sorry, y'all. Clip got clipped because it was over. So anyways, that's why I wanted the French Sport Walrus, so that I could take advantage of the adjustability on it at different angles and a high row feature and hopefully do that particular movement. But I realized at one point that it was too big. It was too big for my space and it might not fit. So I asked for a refund that I didn't get. But they did let me get something else. I'll show you and tell you more about that. And y'all may love me or hate me after that, because today I kind of had a conversation that may have gone differently than I had hoped it would go. Anyways, that wasn't too bad, because what I got in place from that particular vendor, great machine. We're going to review it later. But I still needed the lat low. So GetRx actually was having a good sale, better than the sale that the deal that they told me about, because I reached out to them when the piece first dropped, and they told me that they had this good pricing, this good deal for that time. But I didn't have money to take advantage. But this time I did. But I still didn't. But I talked to them, and I was able to pay them and have it sent out. So it worked out. And it was like probably $1,000 less than the Walrus. Fit my space. Let me do all that I needed to do. I'm only like 20 pounds less on the waist stack. But what I wanted the Walrus for, I'm able to do. I didn't need all that extra adjustability. Customer service was great, but we're going to talk more about that. But what I'm saying is that angle is a good angle. But if you don't got a lot of pull down unless you hit that angle, use the U-bar. How you gonna act?